You're listening to
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Sorry, guys, we can't wait anymore. So here comes the show. Are you ready? You ready?
Am I ready?
I'm
always ready.
Here we go.
Live.
From the Queen City studio,
With the Deacon Live.
right now.
Ready?
Yes.
Welcome back, guys. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher-man.
Yes, he is.
How are you? You doing
I'm
all right?
great. Yes, I'm doing fine.
We are live from the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. You can call us at any time at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. Don't forget to go to the Prophet Radio website. If you're listening to us live, you're already there. Make sure you click on all our social networks and links and all the things that connect us to you. And don't forget Patreon. Patreon is you actually become a member of the show, and you get all these free. We got a whole bunch of new free audio clips, some behind the scenes stuff that we've been doing. We actually record. Teacher-man doesn't know this, but he's going to find out right now. We actually record a small 10-minute show before we go on the air, video-wise. So he's looking at me now like, is that why you were asking me all these questions? Well, we have to get all the cameras up and running, so that's why we do a small 10-minute little show.
And you get to see me do my nose spray.
Right.
My allergy spray.
Nose spray, allergy spray, and you're doing cough drops now because
Yes.
you're having
My allergies are bothering me.
and I mean, we're in November now. Allergy season doesn't matter.
No. And it happens in the spring and the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what kind of allergies do you have in this time of year?
Well, whatever's I don't know. You mean
There's nothing in bloom. I mean, the leaves are falling off the trees left and right. Christ, I
all
know.
I got to do is drive by somebody who cut the grass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And see, the weird thing about North Carolina, when people cut the grass, you can smell them cutting the grass, not like
Yeah.
Florida,
Yeah.
because of those wild onions that are out there. It smells like you've driven by an Italian
And I
restaurant.
love it.
I know. That's like one of my second, favorite aromas that smell good. Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800 or text us live at any time at 407-448-8880. And I don't know if you remember last week's show or the week prior. Remember I showed you the video of the young girl who was getting her hair cut for
the cancer.
She actually reached out and contacted me. She saw she heard the show and saw the video, and she contacted me, and I said, you know what, free sticker packs going out to Jayla. So she could.
Terrific.
Yep, and
she's not close by, is she? I mean, where she could come in.
She's actually she's in Ohio. So.
Oh, I didn't remember where she was.
Yeah,
from.
she's from Ohio, so she's got a sticker pack coming your way, and there's a bunch of some of our listeners that support the show, and they, text me, email me, and all that things that we do, and I sent them a couple sticker packs too. So those are on the way, David and Mark and Nick and all those other people that have texted me. So don't worry, guys, they're in the mail. It takes a little bit longer for us to do all that stuff. So, Teacher-man, everything going well for you?
Everything is going very well. I finally had my last doctor's appointment with my car.
Okay.
And
no, hold on. Give us up to date. What's going on with your car?
Well, there's nothing going on with the car now. Everything, all my dashboard shit is taken care of.
All the lights are off?
Oh, all the lights are off. Everything is just. The car drives down the road smiling.
The lights that are off are off, that are supposed to be off, and the lights that are
They
off.
just unplugged them.
You ever seen the thing where someone puts just a piece of electrical tape over it and go, problem solved?
No.
Well, did you hear about and we broadcast out of downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Did you hear about the one about the one lady who walked into a bar? Well, this lady must have walked into a bar and then walked out of the bar several hours later. And she was coming home, and I don't know, I guess I'm hoping that she Ubered home. But then she gets out of the car, and she's a white woman, and she saw these two young black females sitting in her apartment complex. Now, it looks like a fairly decent apartment complex.
Okay.
And she gets out of the car, or Buddy drops her off, or whatever happened, and she starts berating these two women, black women.
Who happen to be black,
Who happen to be black, and sitting there going, what are you doing in my neighborhood? You don't belong on this side of town. I'm hot, I'm white, all this stuff. And
wow.
And she was like, just literally just like yelling at him, and you don't belong here. And if I can find the video, hold on.
She had to be shit-faced.
Well, I don't know if she was shit-faced or... Hold on, let me see.
Well,
right here.
Okay.
Well, everyone's seen the video because this happened, I think, week before last. Well,
Yeah.
the police went and found out who she was, and actually,
Didn't they issue a warrant for her arrest?
they did.
Yes.
And they went to her house and couldn't find her. That's the thing.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
So she's missing.
She's missing. So give me one sec. I hate when I send my stuff from another location.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one sec while I change this. Thank you, Internet. You're so nice to me, especially on today. So we're going to hit search, and we're going to go over here. Is now missing. Here we go. Hopefully it'll have the video. So here we go. A woman was fired from her job and was given 4 criminal summons for harassing 2 black women in an apartment complex, screaming, "I'm white, I'm beautiful, I'm hot," is now missing according to the police department. Here's the video. Oh, don't give me an ad. I don't want an ad. I pay a lot of money not to have ads. All right, I'll keep reading while this thing goes on. According to the police report said on Thursday, Charlotte North Mecklenburg Police Department, and one sister claims she... Oh, here she is, right here. Hold on. Here we go. Start up. Is it going to... I want to hear what she says. Screw this. Oh, it's one of those audio things. Anyway, she said, "I'm hot, I'm white," and stuff. And I'm sure you guys have seen the video and stuff. Anyway, she's missing. She's missing, gone completely.
She needs to be missing.
Yeah, she's missing. So, I don't know. I guess they went to her house to serve the warrant, and she's not around.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
yeah.
Yeah. Well...
Stupid, just stupid. I mean, everyone rolls camera. Everyone, granted, we're live in the Queen City studio. We're rolling camera right now. So, yeah, she's missing. And so, what do you think happened? I mean, she probably went to, her sister's house? And probably
I don't know. I don't want. I don't want to think that. Yeah, that could be. That could be. She's,
Holy
on the down low.
Holy shit! What did I do?
Yeah. And she probably saw it on the news because it was on the news.
Right.
And I just sincerely hope that nobody else was involved.
I mean, think about
in her going missing.
You're completely inebriated. I say completely because she was standing up, and you start spouting all these things off to someone, and in your mind you think you're right. You're sitting there going, "I'm white, you're black, I'm better than you," type situation.
Right.
And then you wake up the next morning and you're like going, "Oh my God,
did I really say that?"
And then you look on your Facebook thing, and there's hey, did you see all these things? And
you're all
and
over
you're
the
like,
news.
Shit, I gotta get out of here. Well, needless to say, her company fired her after seeing the video, but they can't find her. That's the thing. You got to find her to fire her.
When she comes back, she doesn't have a job.
She doesn't have a job, which is, I mean, people think they're holier than thou sometimes.
I don't feel bad for her.
You know what? I blame a little bit. I'm going to blame. I guarantee you she was a Republican, and she probably had a chip on her shoulder that she, completely agreed with Trump and his views. Not that he's racist at all. Believe me, he's not racist at all.
Okay.
To a certain point. I mean, you can read whatever you want in his dialect, but she probably thinks, hey, my president says all this stuff.
And I believe him 2,000%.
I believe him. Why can't I say this and the same thing happen to me?
Well, because...
Or not happen to me, I guess.
Because you're not Trump.
Well, not me. I'm talking about...
I'm saying she's not Trump. She can't say whatever she wants.
Right. Well, unfortunately, she's missing. So hopefully they'll find her and hopefully find her in good sense or good health, and something bad didn't happen to her.
Yes, I hope so too.
So, Teacher-man, you have a Facebook page?
Yes, you asked me a couple shows ago about that. Yes, I do have a Facebook page.
Now you say you don't. What don't you do on your Facebook page? You said you don't post pictures? What?
No, I post pictures.
Oh, okay.
I don't post any personal information.
Okay.
They don't know my birthday. They don't know where I live.
Right.
People that care about me know all that stuff. I
Right.
don't need to tell them.
I mean, you're on a streaming podcast that is heard in over 20 countries right now.
Right.
Even Spain. Spain is actually getting on board more and more every day, which is incredible. I mean, they have a huge listening audience over there for the Deacon Live. They like us over there.
Well, that's great.
So they know where you live.
No, they know where I talk at.
Right. So I had a. Let me give you a little background on myself, just briefly. Right out of high school, went to community college, worked a part-time job. The part-time job led to a full-time job. Finished community college, transferred all my my credits to a university, and I had to leave the job I was working at, which was at the time Home Depot. Home Depot in 1998. I left Home Depot. 98.
Okay.
No, was it 98? I forget where it was. It took me a long time to graduate from college. But in the process, you worked at companies before. I don't know if you've ever done retail, if you worked in you've been a teacher most of your life. You've had a couple.
Oh yeah, I've had a million part-time jobs. But nothing, or I don't want to say nothing, but anywhere where you've worked at where you've had, for any length of time, like 5 to 6 years, you've worked with a group of people outside of teaching. I guess if you move from school to school, how many different schools have you worked at or taught at? Work as a oh my goodness, several schools. Let's leave it at that. I mean, for me to sit back and count them now would be silly.
So, and by the way, opening the show beer if you're watching the.
Oh boy! Here, I got to make up some time here now while he wipes his hands off and dries them off.
I got to switch the cameras here.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, there he goes. Okay.
You don't have to describe what I'm doing, but just give me, some of the relationships that you've had.
I never had
friend relationship.
I never had a bad relationship with another teacher. Never, ever, ever. Always had. Now I taught with other teachers that I didn't think had good ethics themselves.
Right.
But I never held that against them, and I taught with teachers that literally would tell me I'm in it for the check.
Okay.
I want to collect my check. Go ahead.
Good job. I opened the beer. I'm good to go.
Give him a medal now.
So, but what I'm getting at is, you come across friends and you create friendships and bonds, and you don't, when you're at a certain age, or a young age, or I guess at any age, you don't realize the impact that you have on some people. Every day you come in, you're like going, hi, how's everyone doing? And then the one day you don't, everyone's like going, well, why didn't he say hi to us? Why didn't he say, what's wrong with, Teacher-man? What's wrong with
say, Mr. K, you're usually so happy.
Right.
How come, what's the problem?
So I guess, I know this now, but I've known this for a long time, but this person, his name's Phil, and I met him at Home Depot in school, 94, and I think, I left Home Depot at the time at 98. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
And he great, awesome, head cashier. He was a cashier at all times. I didn't realize the impact that I had on him until later on in life. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little story here about that as soon as I come back. You're listening to Deacon Live time right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. So professional. Here we go. Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right-hand side is Teacher-man.
Hey.
And you can give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. We're live in the Queen City studio. Don't forget, while you're on the Prophet Radio website page, you can see the live feed, you can hear the audio feed, and everything that goes on behind the scenes is part of our social networks. Join that as well. Teacher-man, we were talking about relationships and relationships with our audience, and we have a wide-spanning audience. It goes all the way from the Russian Federation to Spain to, I think I saw... here in the United States, all the way from California, all the way to Florida.
Yeah,
I mean, we're hitting on all cylinders. Not 100%, but we're hitting the cylinders.
Yeah.
They're firing, knocking.
It'll be there soon.
They're firing, knocking in some places. But what I was talking about is when you make lasting friendships that you don't even know that you had. This gentleman, his name was Phil, and I was a young... in my early 20s, I was working at Home Depot. I worked in the garden center. I'm going to tell you this is a very sad story. It's not a sad story. You can take it as you want. there was two gentlemen that used to come in, two gay men. They were best friends. They weren't married. They weren't boyfriend, whatever, lovers or anything.
But they knew each other was gay.
They knew each other was gay. And they used to come in the garden section all the time. And they would literally look for me. And because I loved Home Depot because I'm a people person. I'd love to help. I'd love to do all the stuff. I can show you how to fix this. And, I can do this. And, oh, this would be a great idea for this. And the two of them, one really, really liked to see me. And the only reason why he came to see me is because the other one brought him, come see.
Come with me and meet Travis.
Right. So.
Oh, Deacon.
Well, everyone knows my name, so it doesn't matter. And Phil knew these two gentlemen, and said, just tell him, talk to him. He's a great guy. He's a funny guy, and all that stuff. And here's the sad part of the story: he never got the courage to physically talk to me. As far as like one-on-one, he would always like kind of hang back and stuff.
Yeah.
He passed away. During my time at Home Depot. From complications of whatever. He was a young gentleman, so and I found that out. I'm like, I felt bad because he was so scared to talk to me that he
missed that opportunity.
He missed the opportunity.
Now was he gay?
Who?
Phil.
I believe so. I'm not sure. I don't want to throw his his business out there.
Yeah.
But he's a lovable person. I love him to death. Gay or not gay, it doesn't matter.
I was just thinking. I was trying to, come up with why he died so young.
Who?
Phil.
Phil did not die. No, these are two other people.
Oh, the gay guys died.
Yes. Stay with me. These two guys came into Home Depot, and anyways, I think we probably ruined that part. Anyway, so Phil is still alive.
Okay.
Phil is a good friend of mine who introduced me to the two gentlemen that came into Home Depot. Did I lose?
Gotcha. No.
So Phil is having complications himself. Phil is he's left Home Depot, went on to do other things, and he is he's not doing well. So I see something on my Facebook page right here. Teacher-man, can you read this? Hold on, let me switch screens. Let me switch screens. Right here.
Phil Barnes, I can see his name.
Okay. So, right here.
Phil Barnes, love to work with this man. Travis, otherwise known as Deacon,
right,
always had a smile on his face. Where you going?
I don't know.
Well, you took me off there.
Okay.
One of the greatest souls out there in this world.
Okay, I want you to read this right here. This whole, right here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yep, this is it right here. I want you to read this.
Well, you don't want me to read what's above it?
No.
He's always yeah, because that defines the whole thing.
Right.
You got that right. I remember.
You can read that after this.
Yeah, I remember the day, Travis.
To the microphone.
I can't see the screen if I
move the microphone. There you go.
I remember the day Travis rollerblades up to the store. He had a T-shirt and jean shorts with a backpack. Just happy-go-lucky sort of guy. On the last day, he did not tell me until he was about to leave. I teared up because I was looking for a friend.
No, you were losing
a friend that I have had...
I have not seen since 1998.
1998.
I friended him on Facebook and always enjoyed his posts. I miss him as a friend. I always miss you too. Debbie is one of the friends I need. So this gentleman, it was kind of nice. He took time and wrote this nice little letter saying that, I remember Travis being a happy-go-lucky guy and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, everyone, says, oh, Travis always has a smile on his face because he's behind something or up to something. So I just thought, someone wrote a nice little letter about me on the Facebook page, and so that's it. That's it. I just wanted to, because I'm not an asshole. I'm not an asshole, and that's what I was talking about last episode. I'm not an asshole.
You said you were an asshole, and you know it.
I know I'm an asshole, but I'm not an asshole. At least I think I'm that way, but other people perceive it, I guess, as good. I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
So I wanted to prove that.
I know you too long because I see the asshole.
Well, this gentleman, Phil, who I've known for many years, he'll stand behind me. He'll stand behind me.
Yes, I'm sure he will. I
Yeah.
saw that little tchotchke with his name and your name on it.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been friends since at least 94.
Nice.
94.
Nice.
I've known that gentleman. Teacher man, so you got your bed going?
Oh,
You still doing?
I love my bed.
You haven't effed your bed yet, have you?
No, but I love my bed. I mean, it's just you can't. Well, you do because you have a purple.
You can move the microphone back in front of you now
Yeah,
if you want to switch it back.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah. It is so awesome. I mean, until you have one and you're in it for a while, you really don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, but you
don't-
got the Craftmatic adjustable one.
Oh, well, it's not. Well, yeah. Yes, it's not a Craftmatic,
Right.
but yes, it is an adjustable bed. So my legs can go up, my back can go up.
That's all. And you sleep like that.
Oh yeah. Well, I watch TV and then boom, I'm out.
What about you were trying to get a dog? Did you get a dog yet?
No,
Are you putting that on hold?
I'm putting that on hold right now. Yes.
And why is that?
Yeah. It's not working. It's not working out for me, and I guess there's a reason for it not working out for me. And I went to the pound the other day just to go and do something, and when I got there, the woman told me something that no other person ever told me there.
Get out of my store! You're crazy.
She said, you're not going to find the kind of dog you're looking for here. She says, all you're going to find is big dogs here, unwanted dogs here. You're not going to find that little
Isn't that sad?
terrier. Yeah.
You almost have to go to like
You have to go to a breeder or
no.
something.
You have to go to a. There's certain groups, like there's a Greyhound rescue. There
Right,
is a
right.
Terrier rescue. There is a Bulldog rescue. You have to almost sign up to be on those pages.
You're exactly right. And they want to come to my house. They want to visit my house. I mean, I couldn't believe that. But
So?
I don't care.
Yeah. They want
I
to make
don't
sure
care.
you're not in a cardboard box living in a van down by the river.
And they want to eyeball the yard and see what kind of shit I got. The dog can run around in. And,
Right.
But
a little dog doesn't need a whole lot of yard, and you got plenty of yard over there.
I got plenty of yard over
so
there.
you need to get on and do some research as far as
I don't know.
littledogrescue.com or something.
Yeah.
So this gentleman here, this is I just saw this and I thought it was the cutest thing and I thought of you. Not
That's the kind of dog I want.
not the guy, because he looks a little bit better than you do.
What?
So this is from Jess. Jess, this is on reddit.com. My grandpa just got a new dog and his caregiver take pictures. Had his caregiver take pictures of him to send to me. So here you go. So I guess he's got a caretaker. He lives at home. This is her grandfather. And what kind of dog is that? It looks like a I don't know.
It looks like a Chihuahua.
Like a
Part Chihuahua.
Yeah, a little short-haired dog. And look at it, he's so cute. And look at Grandpa out there. His.
And you say that's in better shape than
Well,
he looks better than I do.
he looks
I don't
like
know.
SpongeBob.
He looked like
SquarePants.
he cut his pants too short.
Well, yes, I think when you get to a 38-inch waist and they don't make, or 48 or 58-inch waist, they don't make 32-inch inseam on that.
Right.
So it looks like Grandpa did. But look at him. He's sitting in this little chair there.
He's happy as hell.
Yep, I bet you he doesn't have one of your Craftmatic beds.
Oh, now don't make fun of my. I love me some Craftmatic.
Well, I don't know. You might be one step up on him. But anyways, I guess so. Is the dog out of the picture?
For now.
Is it?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, yeah. But,
All right.
Well,
when we come back, guess what? There's a lot of again with the video cameras and kids in school now. Kids in school whip out their cameras. They say don't bring your not your video camera, your cell phones with the video cameras on them. Don't bring them to school. Keep them in your bags and stuff. And guess what? They're bringing them out.
anytime something happens in school, those cameras are
They're
out.
out. They're out no matter what. And I'm going to tell you about this teacher that did some wrong stuff, bad stuff to a student, and it was caught on tape. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Proper Radio. I'll be right back. Oh, God. Get off me. If you're watching all the videos, that's Teacher-man over there giving a thumbs up at the camera there. Make sure you text us live or give us a call anytime at the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina at 407-448-8800. And we have, if you're on the Proper Radio website right now, of course, you're listening to us live. And make sure you like all our social networks and all the links that connect us to you and you to us. So, Teacher Man, we are getting it ready to get into the cold season. And you know how I know?
Tell me.
It is the middle of, actually, it's I don't know, how many days are we into November? So we're into November now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're almost in the second week.
Right, so we're into November now. Now, do you remember what happened last year at the French when I said I had all these problems with all these little bugs and stuff creeping along and nesting and pooling everywhere? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
What did I tell you?
Basically that you had a bug problem.
What kind of bugs were they? But they're not bugs. I guess they're insects. Let's say insects. Bug sounds like a dirty word.
Ants.
No, not ants. We had ladybugs.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that.
You don't remember the
No.
ladybug thing?
No.
So we have ladybugs. Well, last year we had they would nest. They would pool and nest, almost like bumblebees. And they would get in, and they were up by the attics, and they were coming in, getting in the insulation.
No, I don't remember that.
And we've been at the French for almost 5 years, and I've never seen that before. And I looked online. They said, yeah, if ladybugs are starting to crawl into your attic space and hanging around your soffits and whatnot, it's going to be a real bad winter. Is what because they know they're getting ready to hibernate. Normally they hibernate outside in the ground or whatever that ladybugs do, but now if they approach your house, that it's going to be a really bad winter. Before I left the French, I went out into the garage.
And you got ladybugs.
There are about 50 to 60 ladybugs making the march up the walls, and I'm like, oh my God.
Really?
Here we go again.
Well, I don't know. I better hurry up because we're in the studio sweating our asses off.
Well, we are because there's 2 AC units here in the studio, and we have the talent studio, which is this one, and then the live performance studio, which is the one right behind Teacher-man,
right.
if you're watching the camera. And that one's working fine, so we're having the fan blow into the talent studio.
Yeah.
Talent or talentless, however you want to look at it. So, ladybugs are moving in to the French, and I guess they're going to set up shop, a nest, and that's what happens. They say if you get a bunch of ladybugs in a certain area, they are going to nest, and it's going to be a bad winter.
Speaking of nesting, and I don't know if I mentioned this on an earlier podcast.
You can still mention it again.
Well, yeah,
we have new listeners all the time.
I had a mouse.
You had a mouse?
Yeah.
Well,
and I was watching TV, and all of a sudden I see this thing go running along the wall, and then along the other wall, and then boom, around the corner, like in toward the kitchen. Well, I saw the bastard again. And I had the traps in the wrong place.
Right. What kind of traps do you use?
The break your neck kind of trap.
Okay, so like the old school wire thing.
It's not an old school. It looks like one of the. You remember what a staple remover looked like with the teeth on it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's got a little cup on the inside.
Okay.
And you put a little peanut butter in there.
You look excited.
Oh, I was because I caught the little bastard.
Did you?
Yeah, squashed his fucking neck.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he went out with the trash, and I was happy about that.
Now you know why because we had a couple mooses at the French because of the storms that came through, and it flooded a lot of the lower levels of the French, so they had to look basically higher ground.
Right.
Higher ground. I mean,
right.
Normally we have barn cats and we feed them on the back porch. And they were getting, we saw like little rat turds after Florence came through. And I'm like going, what the hell is that? Little rat turds. And then we saw one, we didn't understand why the dogs were barking in the house. Especially at night, they go, "Roo, roo, roo," and they don't bark at night.
Yeah.
They don't bark at all.
Right.
Fat bulldogs are sleeping half the time. So yeah, we've got the same thing. So I put out glue traps because I want them to walk across it and shit themselves.
Yeah, but that doesn't kill them.
It does kill them.
How? They just get stuck to it.
They get stuck to it, and then what?
Well, I mean, if they're there a long time,
I don't check them every day.
Oh, okay. See, these were in my house, and I saw the little bastard running in the house.
Now I bought the Tomcat one. I'm sure you've seen them at Walmart. It looks like if you ever owned you've owned a restaurant. You ever seen the big ones that they put outside, like every 30 feet around your property line? It's like a big box and it's got a hole in one side. It's like, and they put poison inside of it, so they run inside, eat the poison, and then run away and die.
I had that in one of my bait shops.
Yes. So same thing. Yeah. So not in the bait shop. Sometimes they'll do it on the perimeter or the outside of the building.
This was in the bait shop.
Well, okay.
And the sucker crawled in the wall and died. But you know what? Bait shops are supposed to smell. And boy, it did for a couple of months.
Well, what people don't know about mice trap, they want to buy poison. So, I don't want them dying in the wall.
No.
Well, here we go. My years at Home Depot, my early years at Home Depot, when an animal, a mouse or something like that, squirrel, whatever the rodent is, eats that little green, I almost said orange because I'm colorblind.
It is green.
I know, thank you. Eat that little green, whatever wedge or, it's a dehydrator.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. It's an anticoagulant.
Well, that's what I meant. Same thing.
Dehydrator means it takes the water out of it.
Right.
An anticoagulant means that the animal bleeds to death inside.
No. It is. Well, the ones that we used to sell is a dehydrator, and what it does is the animal can't get enough water, so it runs for higher ground, again, looking for water, and it chases the rodent out of your house, and it'll never die in your house.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I never heard of that.
So,
now,
now whatever your coagulator is, I don't...
Anticoagulant.
Yeah, or I'm for it, but...
Blood thinner.
Right. But, yeah, it doesn't... I don't know. They don't bleed inside...
Yeah, because the vessels break on their own,
right,
and they bleed internally to death.
Right, but then it dies in your wall. So whatever you were buying,
right.
When's the last time? Hold on. When's the last time you bought rat poison?
Physically
rat poison.
When I had my bait shop.
Okay, so how many years ago was that?
Oh, when you were in Home Depot.
Okay, so times have changed.
Yes.
All right, so that's what you're buying now. Does that make sense? It's a dehydrator. I don't know what the actual material is.
It makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
And so they don't die in the wall, so there you go.
Okay. Yeah, go to higher ground.
So exhausted.
Now, if you live in the city, does that mean he takes the elevator up to the top of the Empire State?
No.
No, okay.
You know what else is exhausting? If you ever had kids in the classroom with the cameras, remember we were talking about that? They say leave your cameras in your class or leave your cameras in your backpack and stuff. Now, Teacher-man, you were on the cusp of retiring when cell phones are coming in, right?
Oh, and everybody had one.
Okay.
And everybody had one in school.
What was your standard as far as like if the kids had them?
The policy is if your phone rang, it's mine for the day.
Okay.
If it happened again, your mom or dad had to come in and pick it up.
Okay. You didn't have smartphones or anything, right?
Well, I don't know how smart they were.
Well, I mean, the phones themselves. They're not like the phones that we have here in the studios that we answer the phone lines at 407-448.
Oh, yeah. They take pictures.
I'm giving the numbers out, 407-448-8800. But
sorry about that.
It's okay. But like the iPhones and stuff, were they out when you were still teaching?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean did they take pictures and so on and so forth?
Pictures and video.
And videos, absolutely.
All right, but you never had any problems. You never had anyone. Did anyone take any videos of you, like just giving your lesson plan? All right, kids. All right, little munchkins.
No, because if I let one, I would have to let them all.
All right. I just think there would be like this rogue video of Teacher-man out there. Now, I saw some rogue pictures of you that are sitting in the kitchen at the French, which is funny.
Yeah.
You had some great looks here. But here's a video of an actual teacher, I guess, beating up a student. So we're gonna go live to I don't know what station this is. So here you go.
Student was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Meanwhile, here parents and students we've spoken with are divided about who exactly was at fault.
Oh, that's the teacher.
Yep.
You
see that?
High school teacher under fire tonight, accused of fighting a student in band class. Students in that class say an argument over a school dress code escalated into a fight.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the
I don't know. That was a good
for the kid and
That was a good whack.
That was a wide
the
open
video
swing.
shows a Maywood Academy junior egging the teacher on while using racial slurs. At one point, he even threw his basketball at the man.
That's it.
Yeah, I kind of felt like a little bothered.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know,
This is Maywood Academy.
racist.
The teacher was quickly taken into custody, and while LAUSD says they can't comment on personnel issues, they say they are cooperating with the LA County Sheriff's Office. Parents are angry about the fight, but they're divided.
You know, the kid was wrong.
These women were yelling outside the school about
That doesn't
who
mean
was
the
at
guy was
fault.
right. The teacher was right. Hold on, to
In
swat him.
Spanish, this mother tells me the teacher was just defending himself and was completely in the right.
Hold on, you missed that. Hold on.
Tells me the teacher was just defending. In Spanish, this mother tells me the teacher was just defending himself
Okay,
and was completely
doesn't speak
in the
English, I
right.
guess.
While another woman says this teacher is known for being aggressive.
I think something needs to be done. That's way out of hand. I don't know what's the teacher's problem. I know kids, say stuff that they shouldn't, but he should be accountable.
I don't know.
David
I mean,
and
that's
Michelle, the principal of
that's.
Maywood
I mean, he
Academy,
took a big old swap at him.
Well, some of those kids will get you to your proverbial puke line.
Have you ever had that problem or had a kid in any class?
No.
Really?
I got rid of them before that happened.
So what did you
And
do?
I never had kids that were that bad.
Right, but what did you do when you say you got rid of them? Did you do the process?
Go to the wall, punch the button on the wall.
Uh-huh.
You need to send an administrator down, take so-and-so out of my room.
So how did that happen? Did that happen?
Well, usually it was because they were messing with not messing with me.
Okay.
Not messing with me.
Okay.
They were just doing things that they shouldn't be doing to other students or to furniture, let's say, that kind of thing.
But you had a button on the wall that you'd hit?
I had a button on the wall.
Okay.
I pressed the button,
Okay.
and somebody from the office would answer me over the PA system.
You're like, get that shit out of my class!
No, they say, yes, Mr. K. And I'd say, I need an administrator in my room now, please, to take so-and-so to the office. And I don't want him coming back. I would say that.
Did you really?
Yeah, because sometimes they would come and they'd get the kid out.
But what were they doing?
10 minutes later, the kid's back in my room.
But what was he doing? I guess that's what I'm saying. What caused you to hit the button and say, get this kid out of my class?
Usually it's constant interruption or fighting.
Like physical fighting or arguing?
With another student.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, physical fighting.
Physical
Oh,
fighting?
yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Bad.
That is bad.
Yes. I mean, I've had kids fight so bad that one or both of them wound up in the hospital.
Really?
Yes.
And what age group was this? What grade level do you remember?
When those kinds of things happened, it was always high school.
Okay. But what, I guess...
And it usually precipitated out of something that happened before my class or at lunch or something like that. It didn't just occur in my room.
And what subject were you teaching?
Math.
So they were like, I'm fed up with this math class, and Marcus, I'm gonna kick your ass, Marcus. I don't care what happened. God, you would think like shop class, you would see that band, like this one was band class, where kids had a little bit more free movement. And
like I say, I didn't have that much. I didn't have it happen that often.
Right, but it did happen half a dozen times.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe 6 times.
Yeah.
All right.
Or half a dozen.
You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Stick around. We're going to take a quick little break and we'll come right back. Stick around. We'll be right back. That's what I just said. Okay, bye. Like on the phone call. Bye.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher-man.
Hello there.
He is undefeated. Are you undefeated?
I'm undefeated.
Beating up kids and stuff, you're undefeated.
Right.
Good for you. Give us a call here at the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. Don't forget to follow us on the Facebook page, all our social networks and stuff that are located on the Prophet Radio website. And we connect with you, and you connect with us. You can support the show. There's a lot of avenues for you to be part of the show. Teacher-man, I've got sad news.
Last episode was sad enough.
Fix your microphone so you're front and center.
Oh.
There you go. You got it?
Got it.
Okay. Theresa, when you came up to the second floor, you didn't see Theresa, did you?
No, I didn't.
Teresa's gone.
Oh.
She put in her notice. I didn't want to say anything to you, but yeah, she put in her notice and she's gone.
Pregnant?
No, just she got a better job offer. Her husband's doing very well. And so actually, and I say job offer, she is going to go work for the Republican Party as a volunteer.
The elections today.
Yeah, well,
but okay.
For the Republican,
for the next 2 years for the presidential.
Yeah,
okay.
she's volunteering her time and stuff for the Republican Party, and so that's what she's doing for the next 2 years.
Did she scream and holler at her apartment complex like that?
I have no idea.
Well, good for her.
Yeah. So, and her husband's doing very well. He actually listens to the show, which is great. Of course, he has to listen to the show. His wife's part of the company here.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gone. So no more Theresa. I don't know what they're going to do. Fill the position. If you're interested in being the front person downstairs, you can give us a call at the station. Actually, you know what? Email me at deacon@profitradio.com if you're interested in being the person at the front desk downstairs, greeting all the people that come into this beautiful building of ours.
And we need somebody there.
Yes, we do. So, Teacher-man, your birthday? When's your birthday?
February.
All right, February. So that's coming up. My mom's actual birthday is coming up here in the next couple of days. I've said this a million times before. I never know how old my mom and dad are at any given times. My whole entire time when I was, 6 years old to 15 years old, my mom and dad were always 60. And now I always think that they're 60 years old. I don't know. It's just a weird quirk of mine. And when they actually hit 60, I'm like going, were you 60? All right, I don't understand. I never did the math.
Oh, yeah.
But
don't you know what year they were born?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I have no idea when they were born. I have no idea, all those dates and stuff. It just wasn't part of our family culture at any given time.
When I was an inquisitive kid, I think my mom was 29 for like 7 years.
Right.
And then, whenever I asked, Mom, how old are you? 29.
Right.
And, I remember her saying that all the time.
Yeah, I just never, I don't want to say I never paid attention to my mom and dad's birthdays or anything. I just remember when I remember my mom graduated in 67. So I always did them like the only time I really did math is when they said, okay, this is our whatever wedding anniversary. And I would sit there and do the math. Okay, I'm this age and make sure I was, born in wedlock.
So so your mom is a year older than I am.
I guess so. I don't know.
Because I graduated in 68.
Okay, I'll go with that. So my dad graduated in 65. No, 63. I think my dad graduated in 63. So there you go.
Okay.
So to give you an idea. So I don't know how to do the math outside of that.
And you don't need to worry about it.
I don't need to worry about it. But my mom's birthday is coming up in the next couple days. And so you ever had not a prank, I don't want to say a prank, but like a surprise birthday party or something simple as, your mom was trying to do something funny for you and she thought it was good, but I think that it went the wrong way type deal or wasn't right. For example, oh my God, here we go. Here come the waterworks. You ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it really, really brief. And I told my wife this, and she's pissed off. So when I graduated high school, my mom and dad gave me this scroll that was rolled up in a piece of paper, and I've talked about this. I think one time before in a previous podcast, maybe about a year or so ago. It was a scroll, and it was typed out like old school, calligraphy,
like a diploma,
right? And I literally read down the thing, hey, since you graduated and stuff, this is what it costs to raise you. Yeah, hospital bill at the time, medical bills at the time, diapers at the time, doctor visits at the time, food to feed you, daycare, all this stuff. And a list from when I was born till 18 years old or when I graduated high school. They gave me a list of everything that they spent on what it took to raise me. And at the end of the bottom goes, and by the way, you can just consider this all paid in full.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't understand. So I'm sitting there going, I'm looking at him like going, am I supposed to, do I owe you money for, I'm literally like sitting there with a piece of, do I owe you any money for this? What am I, what am I doing? You're not paying for my school.
Right.
I qualify for grants and scholarships. And I'm like going, do I need to sign anything? I mean, this is at my graduation party. I'm sitting there and, again, I've got no friends and family. I've only got no friends over there because
you got family there.
I've only got family there,
okay.
And they're all laughing. Ha 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 ha! Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? And
they all have a fucking sick sense of humor.
And I'm sitting there going, I'm 18 years old, and I just graduated high school, and I'm like going, I don't know how to take this. What am I supposed to do? And it's legal. My dad was he used to send out federal notices to people that owed him money, and this was on one of his documents. And I'm like going, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? We're just okay, and my mom realized that it wasn't going over well. She's like, okay, let's cut cake. Let's cut cake. It fell short, and I'm like, I'm sure there's a picture of me somewhere like this.
So there's a picture of me that like that right now.
Oh, jeez. So this is a video of a mom that was trying to prank her son, saying that he ordered something online or on the TV. Because a package came in the mail, and she was trying to be sneaky, trying to be cute with it. But tell me how you feel about this. I'm not switching the videos enough, but here we go. I just took it the wrong way, the whole thing. So hold on, here we go. Let me blow it up. So right here it says, but it's actually a birthday. Oh, hold on, let me start from the beginning. So this woman is pranking her son, thinking that he's in big trouble. Blow this up a little bit more. For ordering something online, but it's actually a birthday present that she bought him. So she's got the camera hidden in the kitchen somewhere.
Hey, what is this? Before we get ready, what is this? Come here. Come here. This got your name on it. Put all that stuff down. What is this? That says what on there? This says ship to Jemiran Baker. And the address.
He's got a little football jersey on, like he just came from practice or something. You know?
Look at his poor face.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I don't know what this is. Oh damn.
Have you been ordering something off the internet?
No.
Off the TV?
No.
Jemiran. Why did this says ship to Jemiran Baker? What is this?
I don't know.
You open it. Here. Does that have my name on there? No. That has your name on here. You open that.
She's looking at the camera, smiling like he's gonna get it.
Buying stuff off the TV. I'm gonna wear your butt out.
That's always good.
Yeah.
The heck.
He can't open the package.
You ain't ordered nothing off the TV.
No.
Why does this have your name on it then? What is this? What is that? Open that up. What is that? Take that out of there. What does that say? What is that?
What?
What is that? What is this? Read what that says.
Happy 8th birthday, love, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you. He kind of looked at her like, thank you.
Looks like, what is it, a phone?
It's an iPhone of some sort that I guess she bought, and but God, I felt bad for the kid. He thought he was in trouble. He thought he was gonna get it. Oh my God, that's horrible. That's horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, so sometimes parents think that some of the stuff is funny when they do it, and the kid is at a certain age where they don't
understand.
They don't understand. You know, you've been teaching them. You know, make sure you're doing right, and things that go with growing up. You know, stay in school, kids, and don't beat up everyone.
So, poor guy.
Yeah, so we're getting into election time. Did you vote yet?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
And they always say vote, and vote often.
And vote early.
Yeah, vote early and vote often. I guess it's an old David Letterman joke.
Yes,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you pull the joke off, sometimes you don't.
Well,
it's like Mom.
How would you like to go 82 years and never voted before? 82 years and never voted before, and think of all the trials and tribulations that you have seen in 82 years. 82 years and never voted, and then you vote. And what a feeling, I mean, that's important, right?
Absolutely.
So 82 years, this woman right here, and this is going to be just as sad as the other one. This woman of 82 years passes away shortly after voting for the first time in her whole entire life. That's right, Gracie Lou Phillips of Texas died Monday after battling pneumonia. She casted her vote on the ballot for the midterm elections Thursday.
I have a small budget.
Oh, we hate your small budget. And dragging her oxygen tank, her little portable oxygen tank, to the station in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. She voted and then succumbed to her illness and whatnot. And there's one. That she passed away. She passed away after voting for the first time. So
God bless her.
That's got to be the most important vote in that. Whatever she voted for, she got her vote in, passed away, and then my vote counts. 82-year-old woman dies days after voting for the first time. So,
wow.
Yeah, don't wait too late because
yeah, well,
I don't know.
No. I voted in every election that I could vote.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't vote last year.
Why?
Because
you had to be in the state for a year?
I wasn't registered in North Carolina. But
what?
I would have voted for Trump.
Oh, for the presidency?
Yes.
Oh, would you really? Good.
Yes.
Good for you.
Oh, well, yeah.
I say good for you.
Cleaned that up and said I didn't vote in the last presidential election.
Hold on. When I say good for you that you voted. Not good for you that who you voted for.
No, I didn't vote.
That's your own personal, reasons.
I got them anyway.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take one more quick little break, and we'll come right back in just 1 sec. You're listening to Deacon Live, and I want you to hear this sound. We did a little, you know what ASMR is? That's the audio simulation thing that we did, and I want you to hear this, and I want you to tell me exactly what it is, because it's in regular motion.
Proper radio.
And
My name
slow
is
motion.
the Deacon. Over to my far right side is Teacher-man.
Right on.
Make sure you follow us on the Prophet Radio website for all our social networks and stuff. Be part of the show, own part of the show. Go to Patreon, which is located on the website there, and you can give us a call at any time at 407-448-8800. What was that?
That was this.
Oh, getting too close to the feedback. Watch your headphones there.
Yeah, I see.
So we were talking about. I want to bring this up real quick. We'll touch on it real quick here. Teacher-man, have you ever had to write a letter to someone or an employer? Hold on, let me switch this thing. To an employer saying that, they accuse you of doing something, and then all of a sudden, and you're like going, no, that's false. This is what actually happened. An employer. So let's say you got written up, and then you turn around and go, I'm not, they always say, sign it. And you're like going, I'm not signing it. This is actually what happened. You scribble out, all this stuff. Have you ever had to do that before?
No.
All right. Well,
I mean, I've always had to sign evaluations.
Right.
And, but I've never gotten a bad evaluation. So, I mean, I never had a problem signing it.
All right.
It's like saying, you didn't hold yourself properly as you were presenting that lesson.
Right.
Well, I felt like I did.
Right.
So I'm not going to sign that.
And what did they say in the response?
Well, I never had that happen.
Oh, okay.
That was an example.
Okay. So.
No, I've never had it happen.
Sorry, Teacher-man.
No,
Mr. Perfect, fucking, whatever. Well, I had to write a letter to HR because of a certain situation that happened at the studio, and we talked about it earlier.
Yes.
And the head person at HR said, do you want to share this with the program manager and all? I said, nope, I just want to make sure it's on record. And she said, fine, okay, no problem. And then they asked, because I got written up for because I'm such an asshole. So I got written up, and they kept asking me, you need to sign this. I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't agree with the statement that's up above. I'm going to write a letter of the scenario that happened to me. So here we go on, I write the letter out, and I send it in, and they're like, kept going. It's funny. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I go, I sent it to HR, and in the email said, hey, Kathy, can you prove that I sent it? And she said, yep, I got it. And then everything stopped. And now I'm everyone's best friend.
Well, good.
You know what I mean?
Good.
They're like going, holy shit, he actually wrote the letter and sent it to HR and all that stuff. So then I thought I was in the right. I thought I was in the right.
And apparently you were.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I am or not. I mean, they could still call me a son of a bitch.
Well, they may not have liked what you did, and they may not have liked the way you did it.
Right.
But there's a way to say it, and there's a way not to say it.
And I got things done. That's the problem. That's what kills me the most. I had to get things done, and I had to move things around, and reprogram some stuff. And they were like going like, well, you didn't ask, or that's not the way we do it. And I'm like going, well, I'm sorry.
It's not like we get a hurricane every other day.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so ASMR, that's the audio sound that you hear that makes you, get a little excited. And the Teacher-man, what I want you to do is look the other way there. And
all right.
You got your headphones up and running.
My headphones are up and running.
All right, I want you to hear this thing and listen to this thing and tell me what you're hearing and what you're seeing, or not you're seeing because you're not seeing anything. So here we go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
I know there's a lot of... Anything?
That sounded like somebody getting their head chopped off.
All right. Now I want you to turn around and look at the screen. This is a what they call a FAL rifle.
Okay.
A FAL rifle. What's a FAL rifle?
Have no idea.
Well, sometimes it's a single shot, sometimes it's a multi-shot, and it almost looks like a 50 caliber. So here you go. Look at this screen. Look at that.
Oh, so it's a shot and an ejection of a shell.
Yep. But that's the gun.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the gun there. Look at that. But look at the slow motion of what it takes to operate that machine. Look at that. Flips it out, kicks it in. Flips it out, kicks it in. Flips it out in real slow motion. Kicks another one in. Are you impressed?
I am impressed. I am very impressed.
You're watching the video here. But that's a hell of a gun. But look at the... I mean, that's a big... It looks like a 50 cal.
It does.
So it's called a...
FN Fall Rifles.
Yep. So... There you go.
Huh.
I wanted you to see that. I thought you'd get excited about it.
I did. Well, you know me. I like guns.
Right.
Especially that one. That's a big-ass gun.
Do you like hand dryers?
Hand dryers?
Well, when you go to the bathroom,
no.
Do you like? Do
no.
you use
I like a paper towel. I like to feel something.
Why is that?
I
I
get a satisfaction out of, they spending money on me.
Right.
They're not just blowing me.
So, but they say the Dyson ones that are at the amusing parts that's got the blade. Have you ever seen the Dyson? You know what Dyson is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dyson's got excuse me while I go through puberty. Dyson's got a hand dryer where you stick your hands in it, and then as you pull out it's a jet of air, and it kind of strips the water off of your hand as you pull it up.
Okay.
All right. So hand dryers basically do the same thing. You hit the button, you put your hands under it. Everyone's seen it before, and it blows everything out. Blows it off your hands. Right.
Yep.
So you're in the bathroom, right?
Yep.
So, have you heard of the toilet poop flume? Plume? When you take a dump in the toilet, and not to get too graphic here, when you take a dump in the toilet and you flush the toilet, there's an actual plume of
smell good
particles.
Oh, I didn't think it was going to be that.
Which is actually what you're smelling. I mean, everything's got a certain smell.
Right. I gotcha.
So these hand dryers are in the bathroom, and where do they get the air from? There's not a filter on them. There's not an outside vent where they're sucking the air from the inside. So what are they doing?
They're getting the air from the stalls.
They're getting the air from the same room where you're taking a big old dump.
Right.
So here's right here, hand dryers suck fecal bacteria and blow it all over your hands as soon as you're done. Studies have found.
So why bother washing?
Why? No. Screw it. Don't even wash your hands anymore, everyone. So, but yeah, that's what they're saying. I mean, I think it was, what's Mythbusters?
Okay.
They put toilet brush, a toothbrush. I brush mine with a toilet brush. I got big teeth. But they take a toothbrush and they stick it in the room and they flush the toilet, and they flush the toilet in this area, and they put it in the room several different times, and then they test the fecal matter on your toothbrush.
Oh.
And they said no matter where you put that toothbrush in that room,
Got shit on it.
there was shit on it. So here you are. I don't think next time you go to the Orlando Magic game and you're looking at, everyone in line and everyone's pooping and stuff, and then everyone's, standing in the stall, not in the stalls, but the line to wash their hands, and then they hit the thing and they're just recycling the same poop smell right onto your hands.
Hi.
So how do you feel about that?
That's eye-opening for sure.
It is very
eye-opening for sure.
So here's Mr. Dyson that said, I've created the best hand dryer that's ever out there, and blah blah blah, and things of that and whatnot. Unless he's pulling the air out of a special tank that's located behind the wall,
right
in the next room over, he hasn't invented anything other than what we already have, which is basically taking the air from the poop stalls and blowing it all over your hands again. So think about that next time you see someone walk out of the bathroom and they don't use the automatic thing to dry their hands. You know what? Let them go. Let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go. Just, grab the paper towels and let them go.
I don't like blow dryers.
Oh, well, because, they always say, I've seen, all these things that have written on the thing, wash your hands, stick them on the dryer. Step 1, wash your hands. Step 2, stick them on the dryer. Step 3, wipe them on your pants. Because they never dry your hands,
right. Yeah.
So, you got anything else to add?
Well, I could add something.
Live on the air.
Yeah. This morning, before usually every other Tuesday, I go over for your wife and for my I do it for her. She asks me to come over and sit while the cleaning lady does the house.
All right.
So I can keep an eye on the puppies and keep them in the room with me and take them out when they need to go and blah, blah, blah.
Make sure Juanita's not stealing anything.
Right. And she's very, very good, by the way.
Right.
But anyway, my doctor called me this morning before I left the house.
Okay.
To tell me that my B12 was very low.
Okay.
He said, because I've been very tired lately. He said, your B12 is very low, and he called something in for me, and he said, your potassium is very low.
Now, what would cause that?
He told me eat a half a banana in the morning and eat a half a banana in the evening. But I mean, meanwhile, in between, it's going to rot, right? I mean, it's going to turn. Yeah.
So you can take pills for that, right?
Right. I could do that. He's giving me a prescription for potassium.
Okay.
2.
Now, isn't it bad? Even too much potassium is bad for you.
Absolutely. Potassium chloride is a killer. That's what they do. That's what they give you for a lethal injection.
They don't tell you that, though.
They don't tell you when they're giving it to you.
Right.
No, here it comes.
Right. So
So anyway, I was just impressed for the fact that he called me at home.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like
I can't remember the last time a doctor. I mean, unless tell me I had I'm going to die in the next 5 days or something.
Well, you know what? I think something's happening along the whole thing, and thank you for bringing this up at the end of the show. But something is happening across as far as bedside or tableside manners, because I had some work done. I've got my age. I'm a young guy, but because I went so long without dental care, because I was, working for radio station after radio station and DJing in clubs and stuff, I didn't have dental
insurance.
I didn't have insurance. Thank you. And what's happened is I've gotten a lot of bone loss. So what they have to do now is go in and literally file down my teeth a little bit and then do a porcelain wrap. When you see movie stars getting porcelain, I got porcelain caps and stuff. They literally file down your teeth to look little points and then do this porcelain wrap. And I've been having that done for at least the past 8 to 10 months. So, and the one in the back was really, really bad, really, really bad. I mean, I was in the chair for 3 hours. 3 hours. He called me that evening, my dentist, and said, how you feeling? Are you comfortable?
How you doing?
And everything, and that's your dentist, my dentist.
I think it's so neat. Well, first of all, I love this guy. His name is Dr. Phillips.
Right.
I love this guy. He's fantastic. He's just fantastic. But I mean, I was just very impressed, over the fact that he took the time to call me.
Yeah, they must
before his day started, because it was early.
Right.
It was before I came over
They
here.
must have like a big convention at certain areas, and they said, okay, everyone, if someone's doing this and stuff, can we make a pact to call them, on the day or whatever the case may be, and get in touch with these people personally to build a relationship or rapport. Everyone at the conference goes, yes, and then they go, okay, bring out the strippers. That meeting, that thing's taken care of.
Yeah. Another thing down the list, off the list.
All right, one more. Hurry up.
One more. Hurry up.
Take your time. It's only a live show.
Okay.
What is it? Just
I may
spit it
be
out.
having surgery.
Yeah.
Did I talk about that last
Well,
week?
we did it on a special show that you didn't know about.
Oh, okay. Because it's either surgery or done with medication.
All right.
And I don't know which is better.
And if you want to hear about that show, thank you for the lead-in, and we'll cut it off there. Go to the Patreon section of the Deacon Live Place. Listen to me, I'm trying to wrap this up. Go to the Patreon, and you can see the secret show that's in there as far as Teacher-man talking about surgery. And be part of the show, be a sponsor of the show, be a member. Well, on that note, Teacher-man, anything else?
No, I think we'll save that for the next cast.
Okay. My name is the Deacon saying goodnight, and good night.
Wait, come back.
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.
While you run down, I might run in and get a nice...
You're listening to Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.